So this week for our feature product of the week, I'm actually going to do more than one feature product, and that is because I've decided I'm going to share with you my favourite top 10 products that we have. And I'm just going to talk you through why, because I think a lot of my favourite products are kind of underdogs of our range, and a lot of people may not realise just how cool they are or the things that they can do. So I'm going to share with you why I love these 10 products. First thing, and it's probably no surprise actually, that my one of my top 10 products is Playboards. And that is because they are hands down the simplest way to create and start small world play for your children. And also it is such an easy way for them to be able to set up their own small world play and create such a different environment and experience. And it's so interchangeable. And my favorite of our Playboards are actually our minis, which are these guys here. So they're such an easy size to work with and to layer and to build up with. And it's amazing, like you can fit a couple of animals or whatnot on these, but you know, that can be like a little pond. It could be an ocean, you know, that can be your little patch of grass. There's your little iceberg, island, patch of sand, mud. Honestly, the mud playboard or brown playboard is one of the ones that I use the most as well, especially for like farm setups and all that kind of stuff. But they look so good when you put them on my second favorite, the large playboard. So I quite often get asked, you know, where would I start when, you know, starting to add small world play objects. And to be honest, my top 10 favorite products, a lot of it is based around small world play because, you know, I do love small world play. So I would hands down say that if you don't have a large playboard and a mini playboard, then that's where I would start, because they're so, you can just do so much with them. So large playboard, mini playboard, just gonna bang it down here on an area that I've started to play with already. And it's easy, like you can just build up from there, or you can just put these pieces out and let your child imagination go crazy and see what they come up with. So, you know, we're gonna place some mud on this one. And this also brings me to one of my third, I don't know what I'm up to now. No, second, regardless. I'm just gonna run through my favorite products. If you're going to start anywhere with our story scene products, I would 100% say our double-sided background is where to go, because again, it is so versatile and just limitless with what you can do with it. Plus, it's double-sided. So, you know, you can have this amazing sunset. This works amazing for any African play scenes, Australian play scenes and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got your sky side. But you know what's really cool with these? See how you got your flat side on here, which in comparison to your playboard, which has a curvy side, you can actually bang these up directly up against a shelf, a wall, anything like that, or even straight up against a stand. So you can actually use this as a playboard as well. So I'm just going to quickly also show you the size difference between the 4 sizes of playboard. So this is your large, then you've got your medium. So it's designed to actually fit in with, let's see if I can put it together properly. It's designed to actually fit in also up against the large playboard. So for example, you could have, so this could be the ocean, you could have a sand one. Alright, let's go again. Large, medium, small. Just bang that guy up this way. And also the grain. Love the grain in these. And then mini. So just, I've got a mud in a small and a mud in a mini. just so you can kind of see the size difference. So let's continue with the small world play theme actually. So I'm going to introduce some other favourites of mine. I'm just going to pop this together. So I love log bridges because they bring a really fun three-dimensional element to your small world play, and they're so beautiful and natural, and the grain that you get on them, because what we do is we actually take the top layer of the bark off, and so you get this beautiful, you know, smooth bark on top. It's just lovely. So I always grab log bridge and then a stream. Streams again, another key piece I would say in small world play. And you bring that on there, and see with the minis you can have like a stream like running into like your little playboard here. Then throw your bridge over the top. Quite big, so you can actually, you know, pop like, you know, tree people and whatnot underneath there. And then this brings me to my next favourite product, and that is log mushrooms. Now again, I think I love these because of the natural bark and the grain and just all the stuff that you see within the wood that you just don't normally get to see when you just have their bark on. And they're all so beautiful and so different because you just never know what we're going to reveal when we start sanding these guys down. And once you start popping them into your small world play, they just look so cute. They don't have set identities or set criteria of what they're supposed to be. They can be whatever your child's imagination or play dictates at the time. And that is, of course, our tree creatures. So there is 4 different creatures in our set. And they are just the sweetest. This one here actually has the most amazing grain in him. And so Camphor quite often gets this like peachy red, pink sort of effect through the middle of them. So damn cute. I'm gonna pop him in here. This is a little round guy. So he has a little spots on top. They're just so sweet. This is the long guy. Little eyes. Rounded bottom. He's flat on the bottom too. Pop him up there. And then we've got this guy. And it's crazy, like you just never know the kinds of markings that are going to be in the tree or the branch at the time. And that is what I love. So you've got your natural bark over the top, and then we just start to sculpt and smooth down the sides. So you just sort of see all those elements of, you know, the branch. And again, like these guys can be anything that your children's imagination wants them to be at the time, and that is why I love them. Okay, story trees. Another little underdog that a lot of people probably don't actually understand exactly how versatile these guys are. Now, if your children are anything like mine and they just adore when we go out for walks or when they're in the garden collecting things, you know, from nature, sticks, flowers, leaves, anything, then this is where the story trees come into their own. Really simple concept. Basically, I just turn beautiful pieces of branch into something in which your child can bring in nature, and you can also bring nature into your small world play and really add a real, just that real live element to your small world play. Okay, so basically you get 5 in a set, 5 different shaped branches in different sizes, so you can do some really nice levels, I guess, but got holes in there. So, and then you know, go out to the garden, grab some herbs, whatever you're working on or playing with at the moment, whatever's, you know, in season, and then you just bang them in. Now, a little underdog, which I kind of think gets a little bit forgotten, especially with how much fun our story scene range is. And these products are the ones that I very, very, very first started with, and they still definitely hold a very special place in my heart. And these are our tree block kit. Now, the reason why these are special and the reason why I think that these are also a key element when it comes to smaller play is just how bloody versatile they are. So, in our large tree block kit, you get a combination, let's get that out of there, you get a combination of your branch-based blocks, and again, all the edges are all smoothed out and beveled off, so they're beautifully, you know, tactile and really nice to play with. So, again, in small world play especially, but even just for young kids, for building, stacking, because they're all organic shapes and sizes and angles and all that kind of stuff, it makes building a little bit different, a little bit more challenging, and just, you know, engages their brain just that little bit more, just on a different level. Hate waste here, hate waste. And so quite often we'll get, you know, when we're cutting down branches and stuff like that, you'll get like a crack in them, or there'll be a part when, you know, the chainsaw's gone through and it's damaged one area and we just can't use it. Or we've made a mistake when we've been drilling something or producing something, and so one half of a log slice or a block is still good, but the other half isn't. So rather than throwing it out, we actually chop all of those down, and that's where you get all of the really unique shapes and sizes with all these blocks, because most of the time they are actually us repurposing and turning something that would have just gone in the bin or into green waste into something that you guys can play with, because waste, it's the worst. So the natural threading kit. So versatile, and I think that must be like obviously a bit of a theme with all my favorite products is versatility. Now, in this kit, get that out of there, you get your handmade threading needle. You also get 10 tree beads with a little bit of paper stuck in there, because that's how we package them, with our recycled paper. So these are your tree beads. They're actually quite big. I don't think you can actually kind of see that there. So amazing for threading, really lovely size. So they're all smoothed off on both sides there. Really lovely size for all ages to be able to play with. But also these are really cool. You can actually, again, add these to small world play, because they're quite big. You can actually just stick like a little leaf and all that kind of stuff in there too. Super versatile. So again, that's your threading. But threading kit wouldn't be complete without two other elements for your threading. So again, you've got your natural wooden threading leaf, which kind of reminds me of that Hungry Caterpillar, which is a bit of a favourite of ours in our home. And also your threading stick as well. So just different elements and different ways of threading. But I love putting out these sorts of components for children. What I also love is, you know, grabbing some leaves from the garden and like hole punching some holes in there too, and then just popping all those in a tray on a table for them, for that provocation of seeing where their imagination and their mind takes them. So love it. It just feels so nice as well. All right, hands down, easiest activity to keep your children engaged, and that is our wooden nails. So you get a set of 10. They are just so simple and so easy, and there's so many things you can do with these. All right, so first, the easiest way to use them is with some Play-Doh. So of course, I've got my wild dough Play-Doh here. It's my favorite. This is actually one of our samples from when Mel and I were first putting together our colors and stuff like that. So this is Rust, and a little sneaky bit of news. We have 3 new colors coming out very, very soon from Wild Dough for our exclusive colors. So we're going to have Rust, Sand, and Mulberry. So they're the ones that are coming out. But bang some Play-Doh out on the table. Pop out your wooden nails. And you just watch, because obviously it's going to be poking them all in there. And of course, you also need a hammer. A little too hard. But so easy, so amazing for fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination and just everything. You know what's really cool? Grab some little balls or some crystals or some like felt balls or pebbles or anything like that. I don't have any here at the moment. And then get them to try and balance them on there. Amazing. Now, also, all of our products come in these boxes. So again, rather than recycling them, reuse them. So another cool thing, pop holes in them. So much fun, so quick to set up as well, and guarantee you, I shouldn't say guarantee, you should be able to drink a hot coffee during the time that your child is playing with the wooden nails and, you know, anything else you have around. Styrofoam, we hate styrofoam, but, you know, got some of that lying around from some packaging, use this, just bag them on in there. So yeah, log hammer, wooden nails, hands down, easiest, most fun, simplest, fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination activity. Okay, I think that's it. I think that was 10. I probably did 12, I probably did 8. Doesn't matter. All of these products are going to be 15% off for the next week. Discount will automatically be applied as well. So all you need to do, chuck them in your cart, discount will be there, and then hopefully this will just bring some really nice play and, you know, just wonder to your child's world. And now you know my top 10 favourite products. Have a great day, guys. I'll go see you soon.